Hey guys, and welcome to a Brony Plays Minecraft. Well, Phillies and Genitals, I just realized after filming one of my later episodes that I haven't shown anyone what it looks like in creative. What is Mystcraft like in creative? So we're going to do that. We're going to go to creative mode, and all that good stuff is there. And who cares what our seed will be Applejack, and she's a very creative pony, right? Not really. I don't know. This is a Mystcraft in creative. So let's take a look. Debating the level. And Applejack makes a wintry world for some unknown reason. Okay, well now we know what the seed Applejack does. If you were wondering, now you know. Actually, many of you probably already knew, because I'm sure I am not the first brony or any person to go, I wonder what Applejack does. Anyways, so here we are. We're in a nice world. Get it? An ice world? A nice world. There's a river. Let's find a nice, quiet place to do some work. Here we go. On top of this tree. So, we open up our item selection. The same, usual assortment of stuff pops up. Blah, 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 so much stuff. Hey, look, we can get chain. But I think that was already there. That's not really part of the mod anyways. I just thought we should point it out. Let's keep going, looking around. Here we are. Alright, so we've got all this stuff. Now, Mystcraft doesn't add in very much in terms of items. So, yeah, you've got descriptive book, linking book, writing desk, and notebook. Now, just like before, you're still going to want a linking book, because a linking book is going to bring you back. Let's get a linking book. Yeah. Or also, we might want some link book stats. We'll see. We'll see. Let's get 2 linking books, just in case something goes horribly wrong. We'll grab ourselves a descriptive book, and we want a notebook and a writing desk, of course. So, we'll put our... There we go. Sometimes you just gotta put a brick in a tree, And there. Okay. So, here we go. Put our notebook in here. Oops. Haha. We'll put our notebook over here. Now, okay. So here we have biomes. Beach, desert, hills, more hills, extreme hills edge. What a crazy place is that? Forest hills, frozen ocean, etc. Hell, ocean, so on and so forth. All the biomes. All the biomes. Here we have biome controllers. Checkerboard, medium, and single biomes. Lighting. What lighting standards? We have bright, dark, and standard. Sky. Lots of sky. There's black, black fog and sky, blue fog, blue sky, blue sunset, just colorized fog, green sky, green sunset, normal fog, normal sky, normal sunset, red fog, red sky. And of course, normal sunset is red, so that explains that. There's no black sunset, but no big deal. So it's just the various colors in sky, sunset, and fogs. Just not sure what that's all about. Terrain features. Here's all the terrain features we could have. Now this is at the moment, etc., etc. It's kind of weird, but we have caves, crystals. This is the one that I've been looking for a long time. Crystals, dungeons, glowstone crystals, huge trees. We haven't seen that either. Lakes, lava lakes. Haven't seen that. Mine shaft. We saw those at one point. And obelisks. We saw those as well, but I haven't made a world with either of those that generate properly. Ravines, star fissure, I've been looking for that, strongholds, villages, and wooden tendrils. Now I'm not going to show all of these here, but I just wanted to show what we have available. We have cave worlds, flat, standard, and void. So we've got all of that in our regular playthrough. Time, eternal day, dusk, night, fast time, normal time, and slow time. So you can have different speeds of time and different times of time. Weather. We got all the weathers. I showed those in the video, in the more recent one, but no, actually it's a future one. Sorry. I film ahead of when I release. So I'm going to release this video well before I release the stuff in the future. Yeah, so you're going to see these coming up in a bit. World modifier, charged, dense ores, and skylands. And I believe charged means that lightning happens, and you'll see that in episode 24. Also, as far as weather goes, you're not going to see any weather effects until episode 24. That's when the update happens. Man, I feel like the doctor here, trying to keep track of time. Also, there should be, here we go, sky. This is the end biome, and this is what I really wanted to show off, because this biome has a probability of 0 of appearing, meaning that if I were to just make a whole bunch of descriptive books, a whole bunch of them, I would never get this. So let's go ahead and put that in there. We obviously need a biome controller, so let's go with standard medium biomes. We'll put sky in there because we want some sky. We want a sky biome, whatever that means, right? And then let's put some nails, plains, and a desert. Why not? Why not? Lighting, I prefer bright worlds personally. Sky effects, I'm tempted to show off some of these, but for now, let's just go with normal sunset colors. And yeah, we'll leave it like that. Terrain features. Terrain features, we don't really, mostly I'm just trying to show off that, but I do want to show off the obelisks as well. Why am I not going to show these? Oh, we've been looking for them for forever. Because I want that to be a surprise. That to be a surprise. Can't ruin it. Terrain generation, we need one of these, so we'll go with standard terrain. Time, we need a time controller, so let's just go with standard time for now. That'll be easiest. Weather, we need a weather controller as well. We'll go with normal weather. And a world modifier. We don't need one of these, but they can exist. I'll just leave them as is, however. So, a note about writing ages. When you write an age, you have to have certain things. You have to have a biome controller. You have to have lighting. You have to have terrain generation, time, and you also have to have weather. I think you might have to pick something for the sky. Anything that you don't fill in, the game will automatically fill in for you, just like it does when you generate a completely random age. So if you don't know anything about the age that you want to be in, but let's say you really love ice planes. You really love ice planes. You just generate. You could come here to make your new descriptive book, put in ice planes, and you then let the world generate around that, and it would, I assume, do a decent job of it. Okay, so that's what that's all the symbols that are currently available, and so let's take a look at some of them. I'm sure we need another brick and a tree for our stand. Let's see if we can find a link book stand in here. This is not NEI. There we go. Uh-oh, spoilers. Spoilers. So we'll put that down. Notice that because of the way the books work, the books are not, infinite, even in creative. So here we go, age 50. Haha, you have to watch. You have to watch do nothing. Mwahaha. Chickens. Oh yeah. Be very afraid. Chickens. Okay, so I'm letting that load for a moment. Ah! This is creative. We can fly. Alright, folks. Obelisks. Obelisks are, well, they're just that. They're giant obelisks. They're made of obsidian, and they can be very tall. Depending on how they generate, they can sometimes generate recursively downward, especially in like a cave worlds or Skylands worlds. But they're just that. They're just mysterious obelisks. You can build your temple or house around them. They're, obsidian, so they're impossible to break and all that, as I just devastate this one. Ha ha ha, creative mode. In case you're wondering, no, there's no secret treasure underneath. At least not yet. I mean, who knows? Maybe he'll implement, maybe the mod creator XCompWiz, maybe he'll implement something like that in the future, but for now it's just dirt down there. So let's see if we can find the new biome. This is obviously the plains, and that's obviously the desert. So we'll wander around. We should find one sooner or later. Alright? Alright there. See in the distance? Just dirt. And what do we have here? Endermen. Here we are, folks, the end biome. So, yeah, it's night, but that doesn't actually have any effect on things. We'll see in a moment. Yeah, no you won't. So here we are. It's land. It is made of dirt. It's not made of end stone. That is because of the way terrain generates. It's also similar to the way that if you have a hell biome, you're not going to generate netherrack. It'll just generate like a very parched looking deserty area. But the structure of the land here should be, like the way the hills and stuff should be similar to the end. And of course, Endermen spawn here. The giant towers don't spawn here. Obelisks will, because this is an obelisk world. So this seems particularly fitting, I thought. That looks like a crater down there, that's cool. And of course there are Endermen everywhere. Unless I am mistaken, there are no Ender Dragons. Which is a good thing, because they would destroy the world. I'm sure everyone has seen the videos and stuff by now of Ender Dragons in regular Minecraft. But just to prove lastly that this is, it's a sky biome. That is the name of the end biome, and here we are, in the end, more or less. Terrain generation, though, as you can tell, is pretty straightforward still. It's dirt and then rock, and lots of rock until you get way down to the bottom. And the void is down there somewhere. Wow, this is a long way down. There we are. There's the void. Maybe we can knock some Endermen down here. Wow, how far up are we? Are we at the old height limit? No, sea level. Okay. Hi, Enderman. Ah! What are you gonna do about it? Huh? 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 Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. We'll just wander out. So yeah, that's that. There's one other thing I wanted to show you in this thing. In this, what do we call this? There's one other thing I wanted to show you guys. And, that's what one of my other biomes places look like from the air. Let's grab one of these descriptive books, and let's make this. So, at one point in my series, I have a checkerboard biome, and there's like, can't remember exactly. So we're just gonna have to kind of take a guess. I think it was like Frozen River, and no, that wasn't it. Notice you can't take it off there, but that's okay. It might still work. Let's try Frozen River, and it doesn't really matter. We'll go with Forest. Lighting, of course, bright, so we want to be able to see. Sky. I'm gonna make a black sky. Oh yeah, scary. Normal sunset colors. That'll be weird. We don't need any terrain features, but we do need standard terrain generation. Time, we'll let it be normal time. Weather, normal weather. Okay, that should be good. Let's set down. Evil black sky and red fog apparently. Oh darn, this didn't didn't generate exactly like I'd hoped. Or wait, maybe it did. Oh yeah, okay, there it is. I'm going to let this load for a moment. You can see that the one thing I love this because it generates in like each of these chunks here is a chunk. This is a chunk right here. This one chunk. That's another chunk, and that's a chunk, and that's a chunk, and that one, and that one, and so on and so forth. So as you watch them load, you'll see them load up chunk by chunk. But what I wanted to show was in a checkerboard biome, not only does it checkerboard the biomes, but there's also actually a large checkerboard effect, which you can't see very well because of the fog, and the world generation is being slow. So I'll be over here instead. But yeah, you can see there's like a water area and then land, and then water and land, and each water land area is made up of 16 chunks. So it's a 4x4 chunk square thing. Some of the land chunks, some of the water chunks get rounded off at the edges, like there. That one's rounded off, it's a bit smaller. There, that one's rounded off a bit. But I just wanted to show you what this looks like from the air. And the the frozen, the ice type biomes, the cold biomes, really make for good contrast when you're trying to see that. So that's, if you get a checkerboard biome, you're probably going to be looking at something like this, which is kind of neat, kind of interesting. It would especially be cool on like, it'd be really helpful for like Tekkit, if you want to dig out one entire chunk, or if you want to dig out part of an island, you just go, okay, right there, chunk, see what's down there. See all, if you're the type who's into statistical analysis, this is the biome for you, because everything is homogeneous and standardized. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Then we're back. And creative mode doesn't have a way to change times, or I don't have single player command installed, so we'll have to be back at night. Right then, we'll need another descriptive book. One more thing to show. Okay. Are we flying? Yes. Okay. So, descriptive book. Right. So we saw what the checkerboard biomes look like. We've seen all the different symbols that you can use, right? Time, weather, etc., etc. There are some things about like instabilities and so on. So things like dense ores, for example, will make your ages very unstable just by being there. Really weird combinations of biomes could make your ages unstable. Putting more than one biome, or trying to put more than one biome in a single biome or medium biome, or I haven't tried to put more than 2 in checkerboards, so I don't know exactly what that'll do, but we can test that out real quick. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can overload it. It might not let us. Go with hell and sky and ocean. There we go. 3 types of biomes in there. We'll see what it does. What I really wanted to show for this one was the sky. I mentioned in one of my other videos that may or may not have gone up by now. I have a feeling it hasn't. That the reason you can sometimes see multiple blue fogs or multiple blue skies in your ages is because when you add in multiple effects, when you add in multiple effects there, it intensifies the effect. And if you add in non-multiple effects, I don't know, if you mix and match, you get different colors. So let's time. Let's go with fast time. Weather. We'll take no weather. I don't want this to be ruined by anything. Terrain generation. You know what? Let's make this standard. Don't want to mess anything up again. We don't need any terrain features. Lighting. We already took care of that. So sky. So let's say, because right now we have like normal sunset colors, which are red. You also have green sunset and blue sunset, and then there are some other options as well. There's no option for like sunsets, but you could have black skies. So we could have like a really intense green sunset, or we could mix green and blue sunsets, or we could mix green, blue, and red sunsets. and maybe we'd get white sunsets. I don't know. But like, let's say we wanted purple sunsets. We could take normal sunset colors and blue sunset, and you can mix and match these, and it doesn't cause instabilities in the world, supposedly. Fingers crossed, right? So there we go. We can have a purple sunset, and let's say we want a I don't know, a weird sky. Let's go with 2 red skies and 1 green sky. We'll see what that does. Who knows? Who knows? Might do something really weird. We don't need any fog flying around. That silly fog. All right, so there's our really weird age. Let's set that down. Oop! Guess what? We need a linking book. Those are important. By the way, remember age, this one that we just showed you with the checkerboard generated other stuff, even though we didn't, generated the red fog and the mine shafts, even though we didn't tell it to. So careful, stuff might happen. Alright, last one. Okay, here we go. Oh, great, of course you're going to hear ghasts. And already you'll see that the hell biome is invading the end biome. Look at that. Crazy. There's ghast because the hell biomes will spawn ghasts. Since hell biomes and end biomes don't actually have their respective terrain generations yet, now they might in the future, hell biomes are covered in grass and flowers. And end biomes are just dirt, so they're gonna get, your end biome will get invaded by grass or mycelium. Anyways, here's our a funny patchwork attempt at the land. The ghast over there, really annoying. Hang on a moment, I'm gonna kill him. There. Yeah, just really annoying. Okay, so here's our weird sky. It's like a Venusian sky, a yellow sky color. Apparently that's what 2 reds and a green gets us. Here's our land. We're just kind of going in between hell and sky, hell, sky, hell, sky, sky, hell, sky. So as far as biomes go, yeah, that's that. And I think we also put ocean in there, which may or may not be represented by this. I think this is actually showing us lakes instead. But yeah, so supposedly there's, we're supposed to find oceans around. Not that I'm seeing any, which is good. I mean, checkerboard biomes should only contain 2 biome types, right? Notice, by the way, that the pattern we saw last time with those supercells, we're not seeing those again. We're not seeing those 4x4. There's some fog up. Yeah. We're not seeing those same 4x4 patterns anymore. That only occurs on some checkerboard biomes. It's not going to occur on all of them. So don't go getting too surprised. But as you can see, there doesn't seem to be any ocean in here at all. Most likely, though, I'll bet if we had like single player commands on, we could probably go down through the whole place and yeah, and we might find stuff down there. Apparently the end biome grass is a very nice green. I think there are decay blocks in this world, but we can't tell from up here. We'd have to go down, and there's no guarantee that we'd run into them. But we can check. We wander down here. Actually, I kind of wanted to stick around until sunset, so I'll skip around towards that. There we go. Last time I found decay blocks, they were down in this area. But this is still really early on in the world's life, so if there are decay blocks, there's no guarantee that they exist. Yeah, I don't see any. weird yellow sky. Pretty ugly. Alright, I'm going to skip ahead to the sunset so we can see the effect. Oh, I don't even have to. There it is. That's why I picked fast time. So let's take a look at the sunset. Let's see if the sunset colors did what they're, well, what I expected them to do. Well, the sky's getting darker, and yeah, okay, there's a bit of, yeah, there's a little bit of a purple sunset there. You can see, you can't really see it on that side so well, but oh, look at that. That's beautiful. It's kind of offset by the yellow sky, but man, that is very nice. So, ladies and gentlemen, fillies and gentlecolts, I present to you the Twilight Sparkle Sunset, specially designed. It's very nice, very purple, etc. Stars are slowly coming out. I do not recommend the yellow sky, but you know, it's up to you. Okay. All right. So that's Mystcraft in Creative. You can, if you want to design adventure maps, this is the way to do it. You're still not guaranteed to get what you want, because, like, for example, this spawned fog, and we didn't want it to spawn fog. You know, it just looked at hell and sky. It ignored the ocean. It's a good thing, I still think, but so you're not guaranteed to get what you want. But if you want to set up an adventure map, if you want to set up a proper Myst style game, you can come in here. You've got access to all the symbols, and I've shown you what some of the things look like. You can you know, do a sort of trial and error thing here with creating the sunset colors and the sky colors. You've got the new end biome to work with, and you have the funky checkerboard stuff. The one thing I didn't show you guys was the way that you could, you know, man, the one thing I didn't show you guys was how you could intra-age link, which is where you link from one age straight into another, and you would do those just with linking books. So if you have, I'll go ahead and get some. I'll go ahead and come in here real quick, and we can set a stand down and linking book. And you know, if you make a linking book in an age, it always links back to that age. So there we go. Actually, I have no idea how to even get back home from here. Probably stuck. But if you know, you stick linking book down here, it's now links to age 51. It'll always take you here from wherever you were before. And we were up in the air when I linked back, so I have no idea where the book fell to get back to the overworld. So if we can find it, that'd be a big help. Otherwise, this world is kind of stuck. But that's okay. It's creative. You know, you're not really ever stuck. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, you are stuck. But as long as you have the ability to make books, you can always go back somewhere else. So carry books with you, folks, or hope that you get something that allows you. If you get stuck in a void world, you're kind of stuck. We're not stuck here. It's creative mode. Alright, fillies and gentlecolts, that's all for now. Mystcraft in Creative. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and catch you later. Keep on trotting.